Hi. I'm not gonna mess with the microphone too much. Just kind of, but like he said in my introduction, my name is Kathy Carlston, and I'm nervous, so I'm going to read my talk. But shortly after waking up yesterday morning, news reached me of what had happened, and honestly, it really hit me hard on a personal level because I identify as a genderqueer lesbian, and I really acutely know that my LGBT family across the world is absolutely reeling, and honestly, I am too. And I wanted to come here and share a little bit of my experience and what I've learned in the months and years after being present in Columbine High School when tragedy struck in 1999. And if you don't remember anything else, I just want you to try to remember this. That no matter how dark things are, the dark cannot stay indefinitely. There is hope and a future filled with bright possibility. I truly believe that. After the event at Columbine happened, my classmates and I went on a long journey together to try our best to heal and to make sense of a world where we experienced more emotional and some physical pain and anguish than we thought was possible. We've now been on this journey for 17 years, and some grew up to be therapists, some are artists, Paula, and some are trying our best to put one foot in front of the other. But for me, looking back on my memories of times that have felt impossibly painful and dark, I remember my friend, Danae, kneeling in front of me as I sobbed on her kitchen floor. I remember her listening to my story and what had happened to me. I remember how she held me and stayed present with me. I remember other times of sitting in my family's minivan with two of my dearest friends, talking for hours and healing together. I remember how my family held me and let me sob the first time I saw them after we were emancipated from the school. Frankly, there were dozens of times when I was in so much emotional pain that it was all I could do to keep breathing. But through friends and family in my community who knit around me, I was able to find healing and a future filled with hope and wonder. To anyone listening, there are hundreds and thousands of people, LGBT, their parents, their friends, and others who are in desperate need of safe spaces. We need safe spaces to discuss and work through the pain that has just been inflicted upon our fellow humans, upon our members of our community. I feel strongly that we all know someone who fears for their safety and emotional well-being in the wake of yesterday's events. Let's do everything within our power to create communities of safety and of refuge. Those havens will become more healthy, robust, and ultimately more life-giving for everyone involved. Now is the time to stand together, and it's always the time to offer our love and care to those in pain. To all of us who are in pain, to the community affected by these events, whose world will forever be changed, I send my love. And for anything it's worth, I send my assurance that you will be able to make it through this. You will be able to grow and help others in the future. To those supporting someone who you love who is in pain, I send my deepest gratitude. You have an impact. You make a difference. Your love can change lives. And to close, I'd like to leave you with questions from my heart. I'm going to read them off for you to hold, examine, and silently answer on your own. What if we refuse to declare war and insist on declaring peace? What would that look like? How would we do it? What if we knit together to form bridges and nets of support for those in crisis? What are the limitless possibilities of outcomes of our efforts if we succeed in our goal to help and heal? What can we do today to make someone's day a little bit better? And once again, what if we refuse to declare war and insist on declaring peace? Thank you.